Oh, you wake up many mornings and say today is the day, but of course that isn't always the day. I think it's a series of events in almost anyone's career that leads to the day that you wake up and say, well, today is the day. I really, frankly, haven't quite reached that day myself as yet. Well, I think the happiest day of my life had nothing to do with my career at all. It's the day I got married. I think the happiest 8 weeks I've ever spent were when my husband and I had our own show this past summer on NBC, replacing Steve Allen, our former television boss. And I think these were the most gratifying weeks I've ever spent as far as my career is concerned, because we worked dreadfully hard on the show, and yet it seemed we just couldn't work hard enough, and it was so rewarding and so wonderful. Oh, yes, I do. Sometimes. Most of the time, lately, at least in the past 6 or 8 months or so. At the beginning, the first 6 years or so that I was recording, why, I didn't quite feel so accomplished. I'd always feel as though there was something I left out that I should have put in, and it was really much too late to do anything about it. And very often when I'd hear my records on the air, I just wish they would just go right off someplace. I didn't want to listen to them at all. There comes a point when you have a certain thing in mind, but sometimes you just don't have the capability to achieve it. And with practice, I guess, slowly I'm getting towards the point where I'm able to produce exactly what I hear. Not to perfection, but pretty close, and it becomes more gratifying. Well, this was an idea created by Don Costa, who does all my arrangements for ABC Paramount Records. As a matter of fact, many people who bought the album and put it on their turntables after listening to it for the first 8 bars, and they never let it go any further, and they thought the record was distorted. But I thought the idea was quite charming and quite good. Showstoppers are a series of songs that we chose which have stopped various shows through the years. And we asked many writers, as a matter of fact, Funny Valentine and Johnny One Note, 2 of the songs in the album. I had asked Richard Rodgers what he thought were the most fantastic showstoppers he's ever had in his entire career, and these were his choices. And we went along like this, and I think we found a very, very good selection. Thanks for letting me sit in on your hi-fi club session. I had fun. Oh, yes, I can tolerate quite a few of them. Well, I do them both in my nightclub act. Of course, Johnny One Note is particularly exciting. My Funny Valentine, though, is quite sensitive, and I think my favorite.